Ha jó, mindenkinek egy Nightcore, vagy ez meg a Payne Végigjátszása első része lesz. Ez egy nagyon híres sorozat első része. Egy külsőnézetes lövöldözős játék, egy megtört rendőr nyomozót alakítunk. Lássuk az intrót.
Stand by, 1010, investigator reported disturbance at Acer Plaza.
10-4 dispatcher, verify address.
That's Acer Plaza, repeat, Acer Plaza.
Shots fired on the rooftop. An assault in progress at Acer Plaza. Repeat, an assault in progress.
Ez a 2001-es játék. Grafikán azért látszik. Bár akkoriban ez csúcsotár volt.
It's a war zone down here. 1085 dispatcher, need additional units. Additional units now. Officer in danger. Officer in danger.
10-5, please repeat, 10-5, all units, emergency. Officer in danger, Acer Plaza, repeat, Acer Plaza, all units.
They were all dead. The final gunshot was an exclamation mark to everything that had led to this point. I released my finger from the trigger, and then it was over. To make any kind of sense of it, I need to go back 3 years. Back to the night the pain started. I was still on the force back then. NYPD, Manhattan, Midtown North Precinct, Hell's Kitchen.
So when are you coming to work for me, Detective Payne?
You'd make me work undercover in some hellhole. Sorry, Alex. Michelle and the baby come first. See? My last smoke. It's bad for the baby.
That's you, Max. A regular
Jó,
Boy
hogy a
Scout.
képregényes megoldás.
See, Alex.
Still on for poker Thursday night, right?
Like taking candy from a baby. Life was good. The sun setting on a sweet summer's day. The smell of freshly mowed lawns. The sounds of children playing. A house across the river on the Jersey side. Beautiful wife and a baby girl. The American dream come true. Honey, I'm home. But dreams have a nasty habit of going bad when you're not looking. The sun went down with practiced bravado. Twilight crawled across the sky, laden with foreboding. Michelle, honey, anybody home? I didn't like the way the show started. They'd give me the best seat in the house, front row center.
3 évvel ezelőtt vagyunk.
What the hell? Listen, someone's broken into my house. Call 911.
Is this the Payne residence?
Yes, someone's broken into my house. They're still here. You have to...
Good. I'm afraid I cannot help you.
Who is this? Hello?
Michelle!
A betörők még itt vannak a házban.
It's coming.
Freeze! NYPD, drop it!
Coming!
I'm gonna hurt you.
No, please God, no.
Megölték a gyermekemet.
No, God, no, please, Michelle. Oh, baby.
Megölték a családom.
No! That was 3 years ago. Everything ripped apart in a New York minute. The killer junkies had been high on a previously unknown designer drug, Valkyr, V. After the funeral, I told Alex I'd be transferring to the DEA. It took us 3 long years to get a break in the Valkyr case. Then, finally, 2 months ago, a dime dropper tipped us off that Jack Lupino, a mob boss in the Punchinello crime family, was trafficking. I went undercover, infiltrated the worst mafia family in New York. I came in from the cold and the dark. Outside the city was a cruel monster. I've been slowly working my way from the small time to the big fish, trying to get to the source of the drug. Alex and BB were my only contacts in the DEA, the only ones in this decrepit city who knew I was down here.
BB here. Something urgent has come up with Jack Lupino. You need to meet with Alex immediately at the Roscoe Street station.
I hadn't had a face-to-face with Alex since I'd gone undercover. Outside, the mercury was falling fast. It was colder than the devil's heart, raining ice pitchforks as if the heavens were ready to fall. Everyone was running for shelter like there was no tomorrow. It didn't get any better when I got to the subway. The feeling hit me like a point-blank shot straight in the face. Something was not right about this. My Beretta stirred nervously under my coat, but the train doors had already shut behind me, and I was in for the ride. Next stop, Roscoe Street Station. And Alex.
Ez a kép. Az akkoriban az olyan grafika volt, hogy el se hittük.
The station was drenched in gloom. Alex was a ghost, nowhere to be seen. I'd have to look for him.
No erre. Egy kis vér.
Death was in the air at Roscoe Street. I'd have to find Alex fast.
Azért megölt rendőr, kérlek. Szakásos WC jelenet.
The pills would ease the pain.
Belettelőszer. No, itt nincs más semmi. Na nézzük akkor körül. Úgy látom, ellenség volt loptam. Két csöves. Desert Eagle. Csak 10 lőszer van.
Yeah, he's dead all right. Hey, it's me you're talking to.
Megöltek a rendőrt. Ebben a játékból volt először ilyen bájtán. A Matrix idejéből van az játék talán.
Yo guys, hey, we get hold it.
Nekem beszélsz, gyökér. Emlékszem, láttam a Matrixban egy jelenetet a Max Payne motorjával, amikor ott a oszlopok közt van a harc. Hát akkor azt megláttam, ezt mondom, hát ennél jobb már nem lesz a grafika. Hát azért nagyot tévedtem. Hát akkori szemmel, meg amik akkor voltak, az teljesen más világ volt, mint ma. Shotgun.
The security panel let out a mocking cackle. I'd need the right code.
Kell valami kód ez. Akkor menjünk erre.
No way.
Come on.
Fine, okay. Damn!
Csak hogy hullanak a rossz fiúk.
Kiss it goodbye.
You saved me, man.
Egy életben adott
A
rendőr.
massacre. These armed thugs just appeared from nowhere. We need to get help. I can make the call from the control room 1 floor up. Can you take me there?
Sure, sounds good. Follow me.
Mi volt a másik helyen? Azt nézzük meg.
Hey, where are you going? The control room's up the stairs.
Körülnézek itt mindenféle útok, de
We gotta get moving.
útok után kutatok, barátom. Kérdezt a csávó, hol megyek, hát most ide jöttem.
Hitting Roscoe Bank ain't exactly keeping low profile.
The risk
Nein,
is
das
high
ist so.
7, huh? But hell, the payoff makes it worth it.
Nyisd ki a kaput, öreg ott fönt. Ja, itt van.
Home free. This way.
Hey, yeah!
Ennyit a rendőrről. Nem Payne ki lehet? Látszik, nem.
Got him down!
Orvat élt. Ezek szalulálni a HP-ról az összeg. Payne killer. Razem. Most valamit bekapcsoltam valahol. Menjünk el metróval, nem?
The train lit up like a Christmas tree. The power was back on.
Föl tudok szállni a metróra? Milyen, hogy itt a szekrényekben a metrónál lőszert árulnak, nem? Még szerelcső. Jaj, itt már. Felcsaptunk be a kocsi vezetőnek.
So much for being subtle.
Megjött Payne, Max Payne.
Hey, yeah!
Dögöljetek meg. Olyan eltalálni őket, nem? Ezek mit csinálnak? Elvújtak maguknak a srácok. Ja, elbezget láttam, ha? Féltem is, hogy túlélhetik itt a végén a álmokfutásomat.
The rusty door led to an abandoned part of the station, closed off since the early 40s. Something big was going down in Roscoe Street. Maybe that's why Alex had wanted to meet me here. Maybe not. One way or the other, I was gonna find out.
A régi ilyen 90-es évekbeli gangsterfilmeknek a atmoszférája van ebben a játékban. Nem is tudom. Nem krimik. Olyan, mint egy filmet néznénk amúgy így. Főleg a második résznél van ez. Kurva anyám. Ide a shotgunra váltani.
What the hell?
Ezek szagolni alapjából. Hoppá! Arra semmi.
Yeah, spooky. But also, it's like the failure count is rising.
Yeah, I wouldn't joke about it if I was you.
Yeah.
Telefonálok, most nem figyelek.
Station's not secured. Scan him.
Haha. Szarrá lőttek konkrétan. Robbanás?
What the hell was that?
És ezt kérdezem. Akkor átugrik helyből.
Hold on here. Give me the detonator.
What are you talking about?
The detonator.
I thought you'd bring it.
You were supposed to bring it.
Yeah, right.
Elhagytak a detonátort. Ügyesek vagytok.
The door had been welded shut ages ago and the bomb was missing a detonator.
Kicsit alába aknázva az ajtó.
Hey!
Ezt robbantották át.
Okay, fellas. The police are on their way. New York's finest are gonna be here soon.
Az majd bank.
Stick to the plan. Got our own private exit room.
Hol van? Hoppá! Kicsit pofán lőttek. Hát ennyit Max Payne-ről, ennyi volt a végigjátszás. Nem folytatjuk.
Hey, yeah!
A kurva él, nem egyszerű ez. Csak óvatosan. Kettővel végeztem.
Hold it!
Fiatal őszak. Anyád? A kurva életbe. Szétlőnek itt ezek. Olyan csávó. A másik. Nem olyan egyszerű az játék, mint ahogy emlékeztem. Kicsit kevés a HP.
What the hell was that?
Ez bizony robbanás volt. Mentsünk egyet.
Hold on here. Give me the detonator. What are you talking about?
Whack! Whack the sucker! Hey, yeah!
Semmi HP-n tudtak róla?
Okay, fellas. The police are on their way. New York's finest.
Sok HP-n maradt. Elfogytatok végre. Kifejezett az játékú. Sivatagi sas. Vanyátok. Jól végeztem vele. Bassza meg, majd HP-t adjatok már gyerekek, hát ezt nem lehet.
We come to you now live from the crime scene.
Who is this?
Right back at you.
This is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. You are to cease your criminal activities and surrender immediately.
Sure thing, Jim. Me and the boys have been talking, and everyone's real sorry. They'll never do it again.
Who the hell is this?
Being placed at the scene of a bank robbery wouldn't have tipped the odds in my favor.
És te Payne killerről van, dehogy nincs. Hype-ideót.
The bank robber's score lay on the table. The bank robbers have been after Acer Corporation bonds. The Acer success story had recently been on every channel and on the cover of every magazine.
Jöttem. Be a páncélterembe, vagy mi az itt? Majd nyomkodnom kéne. Aha.
The bank robbers had left their tools on the table. Judging by the detonators, the crooks had bought enough explosives to send Lady Liberty into orbit.
Annyi. Itt voltam. Voltam át. Itt volt a papír. Már csak arra nem voltam. Előjöttem, menjünk arra vissza, akkor hátra. Itt van valami okosság ebben az irányban. Aha. Na, már gránátot is dobálgatom. De kell detonátor, mi? Micsoda Valentine.
Hold it! Max! Jesus, you almost gave me a heart attack! I nearly shot you!
Alex, I'm glad to see you.
What the hell's going on?
There are more corpses here than at the city morgue.
It's an armed robbery, a tunnel job straight to the Roscoe Bank vault through the old station wall. Is this why? This is Lupino's gig?
This is Lupino's doing? Lupino's men? Really?
You sure know how to pick a place?
Aye, aye.
Can you get through?
No, it's locked. We gotta get out of here. If it's Lupino, it's...
Alex? Alex!
Hát Alexet lelőtték, de szart.
There was nothing I could do. He was dead. I could tell by the empty, accusing stare of his eyes.
Rohadt bűnözők köcsögök.
Let's get the hell out of here!
Rohadt életbe gránát. A célzás nem igazán megy még, be kell jönni ebből.
Hold on here. Give me the detonator.
Ne basszál, majd innen kell folytatnom. Nem hiszem. Ez most komoly. Az jó az a puska viszont.
Okay, fellas. The police are on their way.
Csávok, dögölj meg a kurva anyádat. Még valaki? Ezt ugrás közben szedtem le. Jó, ezt már láttuk.
The bank robber's score lay on the table. The bank...
Ezt is láttuk. Kell a detonátor.
The bank robbers had left their tools on the table. Judging by the detonators, the crooks had bought enough explosives to send Lady Liberty into orbit.
Na, mehetek vissza. Azt mondom, mentsünk együtt. Nézzük végig megint barátunk halálát.
Jesus, you almost gave me a heart attack. I nearly shot you.
Alex, I'm glad to see you.
Majdnem
What the
lelőttem.
hell's going on? There are more corpses here than at the city morgue.
It's an armed robbery, a tunnel job straight to the Roscoe Bank vault through the old station wall. Is this why? This is Lupino's gig?
This is Lupino's doing? Lupino's men? Really?
You sure know how to pick a place. Can you get through?
No, it's locked. We gotta get out of here. If it's Lupino, it's...
Alex? Alex!
There was nothing I could do. He was dead. I could tell by the empty, accusing stare of his eyes.
Na, számoljunk le a maradékkal.
Let's get the hell out of here!
We'll be fine.
Kis gránátos kurva anyádat. Szarul állok már megint, jó van? Megy ez nekem. Hát azt nem hiszem el, komolyan mondom. Mi nem lehet ezeket elnyomni azért?
Max,
Nem?
Jesus, you almost gave me a heart attack. I nearly shot you.
Alex, I'm glad to see you.
What the hell's going on? There are more corpses here than at the city morgue.
It's an armed robbery.
Harmadszor nézzük ezt végig, most van malmas.
Bank vault through the old station wall. Is this why?
Ezután
This is
lementem.
Lupino's gig?
This is Lupino's doing? Lupino's men? Really?
You sure know how to pick a place. Can you get through?
No, it's locked. We gotta get out of here. If it's Lupino, it's...
Alex? Alex!
There was nothing I could do. He was dead. I could tell by the empty, accusing stare of his eyes.
Na lementettem, most már innen folytatjuk, hogyha meghalnék.
Let's get the hell out of here!
Legeljen áll a kurvány. Na végeztem veletek, mocskos állatok. Zárva. Mentsünk egyet. Gyakrabban kell mentegetnem. Erre jöttem. Merre menjek? De erre? Ez is záró. Hát ezért kinyitni valamit? Vagy pénztárgép? Aha. Kinyitottam a kaput. Jönnek a zsaruk.
Alex had kept me relatively sane for the past 3 years. Now I didn't know how I felt. Somehow he had stumbled upon something big and ended up stepping on Jack Lupino's toes. Lupino ran his racket of sex, drugs, and contract killings from a sleazy hotel in a slum block of tenements. The NYPD was closing in. I could hear the sirens. Their wail was a crescendo. Lupino thought he could get us by taking Alex out and leaving me to take the fall for it. All he had gotten was my attention. I went for the hotel first. It was a sad old thing with flickering lamps and faded colors, cheap mobster punks and tired-eyed prostitutes. I walked straight in, playing at Bogart, like I'd done 100 times before. The place was run by a couple of murdering mobsters with shark smiles. The Finito brothers.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the pain in the butt. Pain to the max.
You're killing me. Did you make that up yourselves, or you get some wino downstairs to come up with it? Don't answer that. A rhetorical question. I got something for the boss. Lupino around?
That kind of depends on who's asking. A friend or a junk squad plan. Don't answer. It's one of them, how do you put it, rhetorical questions. Lupino ain't here, but he says bye.
Lupino wasn't in his cheap hotel. Instead, I ran into the Finito brothers. My cover had been blown, the door slammed shut behind me, and then I was dodging bullets like raindrops.
Pain in the butt. Ha ha! Pain to the max. Junk squad pain.
Nem elkezdek is a hülyeséget. gyökerek.
A letter on the desk caught my eye.
Painkillers a páncélszekrénybe.
I had met Lupino only once. The gangster ran all his rackets through his right-hand man, Vinny Gagniti. Gagniti was a high-strung whiner on the verge of breaking apart, like an overamped Energizer bunny. He had the brains to run the business, but he lacked the balls, always falling short, taking his frustration out on underage addicts and call girls.
The V deal goes down at your hotel. Jack's exact words, quote, "Vinny, you're in charge of this one," unquote. Rico Muerte's coming to see it through. Anything goes wrong and everybody's gonna get dead. Goes double for you. Treat this guy real good. Anything he wants, you give him. Don't screw this up or you're finito, finitos.
A V deal meant added security, locked doors, and lots of nervous thugs with itchy trigger fingers. I'd seen nothing coming in, but that didn't mean it hadn't been there. Rico Muerte was a regular Kaiser Soze, a spook story told to keep the apes in line. 313. The Finitos had scribbled Muerte's room number on the note's margin.
Everything all right? Bosses, Joey, Vigilio, you all right in there? They're not answering. Call the others. Tell them to come quick. Okay, but we can't wait for them. We gotta go in now. Bosses, we're coming in.
There he is.
Én nem elérnek a dejtől, és rohadjál meg. Erről van szó.
Getting out was not going to be easy. The staircase was locked and the elevator had been busted for a decade or more.
Feszgő ágy, kemény. Aha, itt volt az előtt. Akkor menjünk fölfele. Vagy ki az ablakon, nem? Kint hideg van. Nézzük körül fönt. Zárva, akkor mégis ki az ablakon. Nincs jobb ötletem.
Yeah, something's wrong with the bosses. Payne's there and they're not answering. Let's go already. Payne's gonna pay. Hey!
Megterülete külvágyát. Üres raktár, vagy az Isten volt itt. Sehol senki. Ajtó beszakítva.
Previously on Lords and Ladies. Lady Amelia, Marquis Valentine asks for an audience.
Thank you, Lawrence.
My lady.
My lord.
And now, in all new episodes
A
of
filmet
Lords
ezt végig
and
lehet nézni
Ladies,
a játék
brought to you
során.
in part by Acer Corporation.
Tévét nézek, ha nem zavarnak, köcsög.
My lady.
My lord.
My
lady, there is a matter of great importance I must bring to your attention.
My lord, there is?
Indeed, my lady, there is indeed.
V-head junkies could go off without a warning. I had to be careful.
Forest path, there has been sunlight. It's blazing like the colors of your hair.
Ezt kivégeztük.
My lord, you should not speak so.
But my lady, I must. I must.
My lord, no. I forbid you. This cannot be. This must not be.
Why, my love, why?
My lord, it is too dreadful. Do not force me to speak the words.
My lady, I beg of you, I must know. I would
Csak egyet.
rather die than not know.
Yes, my lord, we should both be dead, for this shame is too great for the living. My lord, My lord, I am your long-lost sister.
Rég elveszett testvéred vagyok. Akkor összeresztett most.
There he is.
Vala a következő nem fél. Ez tiszta. Tisztának mondjuk, nem mondanám, de fogjuk rá.
crap? Ice up!
Tonight, the city's fight against the nightmare drug Valkyr took a turn for the worse, as DEA Special Agent Alex Balder was found brutally slain at the Roscoe Street subway station. A suspect was seen leaving the site only moments after the shots had been fired, and the NYPD is currently in pursuit of Max Payne, a repeated felon believed to be armed and extremely dangerous. And now the weather. The worst winter storm in recorded history continues to pound the city.
Hát ez... Kicsit túladagolt magát a srác. Hol vagyunk most? Fel kéne menni.
I'm dead. What?
Fegyver volt nála.
Get him!
Na, elfogytak a rossz fiúk itt.
I'd found Muerte's room.
Itt a szoba.
Muerte had received a letter. Our investigation had turned up nothing to link Angelo Punchinello, the head of the Punchinello family, to Valkyr. All tracks had ended with Jack Lupino. The letter in Muerte's room was signed by the Don himself. It was the first hint that the Kingpin knew what was brewing inside his syndicate.
The trouble you got into after the Chicago screw-up. The Punchinello family bailed you out. You have been waiting for a chance to pay us back. One of our trusted boys has a monkey the size of King Kong on his back. We need your special skills for backup on a major deal.
Collecting evidence had gotten old a few hundred bullets back. I was already so far past the point of no return I couldn't even remember what it looked like when I had passed it.
Nézgát a szekrényeket mindig, hát van egy kis painkiller, mint itt.
I think I died.
Hey!
I think I'm dead.
Bocs, fiúk. Néha elhullik egy ilyen drogos is. Szakadj már le!
I didn't want to know what had happened here. It was not a pretty sight.
Molotov cocktail. Painkiller, mentsünk egyet! Mondhatom, hogy ennyi. Eljöttek az aluk. Semmi. Ugorjak le, vagy mit csinálják? Csak nem. Felszőzáró. Lift nem működik. Vagy valami működik. Puskámon kívül.
called you. God damn! I thought it was a bomb for sure.
Nah, the Russian wouldn't dare. This has been waiting to happen. Damn!
Tiszta kicsit gyorsabb. Budjantak.
The hooker had left her diary on the table. The diary belonged to a hooker named Candy Dawn. The read would have made a vice cop blush.
Had talks with the mystery hag over the phone again. Sent her the latest One-Eyed Alfred tape. As long as the hag keeps paying for the tapes, the old man could come every day for all I care.
She had a nice sideline, making secret X-rated flicks of her clients and selling them to the highest bidder. It would get her killed if her V-fix for the day didn't do it first.
Titkos hely. Haha, innen filmezték az aktust.
What the hell? Damn, go get him. No, wait, you go get him. You go and get him.
Aha, azt jobban használni. Lássuk csak, merre vannak a jó madarak. Csak elfogytak. Na, szerintem minden jön a folytatás majd. Nézzük még hová kerülök.
The old service elevator rumbled down to the bowels of Jack Lupino's hotel.
Na, innen jön a folytatás.